You guys have probably seen online people talking about selling $500 courses, but let me tell you something. You don't need to be selling a $500 course, and neither do you need to be purchasing a $500 course and reselling that course to be making money with digital products. I've made real money by selling digital products while worth $7, $27, $19, and I don't have a big audience, no ads, just a simple system that anybody can use. So in this video, I'll talk you through how I sell, promote, create low-ticket digital products and how you're going to do it even if you're starting from scratch. Okay, so to begin, guys, I want to show you guys what a low-ticket digital product actually is. So low-ticket digital products are digital files that you sell for under $50. So think ebooks, mini courses, templates, white files, or checklists. And the reason why I want them to be under $50 is because this is what low ticket actually means. It's between $0 to $50. So it's quite cheap and people buy these things quite impulsively. And especially for most of you guys watching this, you will be beginners. You will not have sold a digital product like I have before. So you don't have the credibility as of now to be selling something worth $500 or even just $100 plus. But $0 to $50 is a sweet spot where people are willing to buy it as long as it solves a problem. They're quick to create, they're easy to sell, and people love them because they solve one small specific problem. So some examples of these are $9 fitness meal plan, $17 Notion template for productivity, $27 guide on starting a side hustle. These sell every single day because they're affordable, and like I said before, people are impulsive buyers online. So let's get into exactly how you're going to do this. Step number one, you're going to pick a niche and solve one problem. So the exact point of this digital product or any low ticket digital product is you're finding a problem and then you're providing the solution to the problem, and then a low ticket offer will be the solution to that problem that will take a person from point A, which they're currently at, to point B and solving their problem quickly. So you just need to be one step ahead. So first, pick a niche where people spend money and want results fast. So the common niches I always recommend for everybody to get into is health and fitness, making money online if you are qualified to do this, relationships, productivity, business tools, and then find one problem within this niche. That's all you have to do. A question that I get a lot of people asking me is, how many pages does my ebook or mini course have to be? How long does it have to be for it to be worth it? Do not try and create a 200-page course. Because it's a low-ticket digital product, you're trying to find something that solves a problem and person a solution to that problem. You are not trying to create something that's a 200-page course. They have a problem, you need to be straightforward. It needs to be a quick solution to their problem. So if someone is overwhelmed trying to lose weight, your $9 guide on a 3-day reset meal plan could be exactly what they want. That could be just 5 to 10 pages. But as long as it solves the problem of the 3-day reset meal plan, that is what the person is looking for when they are purchasing the product. So do not do this because it won't be valuable to the person. Nobody wants to go through a 200-page course. So on to step two, create your product. You don't need any skills, as I'm saying, which I will mention in this video and I have mentioned in every other video. You don't need any prior skills to do this. You can create your product in 1 to 2 days. Ideally, you want to get it done in 1 day. You want to be doing this as quick as possible. You can get this done in hours if you really put your head down to it using free tools. So Canva is what I always recommend because they have templates to design ebooks or guides. Google Docs if you're creating checklists or written templates for people. Notion for productivity tools. Now, if you don't know how to use something like Notion, there are free guides on how to do this on YouTube. You could literally spend 20 minutes to learn it and create a digital product this way. The goal is to keep it clean, visual, and easy to understand and straightforward. As I mentioned before, it needs to provide a quick solution. You're not trying to impress, you're trying to help someone solve a problem fast. So now moving on to step 3 is a website to sell your product. Now you don't need to create your very own landing page or website for a low ticket digital product. There are already websites where you can upload your digital product instead, which will give you a link which you can provide on social media platforms so people can directly click it. It will directly take the person to your digital product where they can then purchase the product from there. So websites that I always recommend is Gumroad. So you can just upload your digital product, add a description. They will give you a link to your digital product, which then you would use to send people to the product. Another one is Standstore. There's a 2-week free trial, I think, for Standstore. It's especially good if you're on TikTok. So it's similar to Gumroad where you would upload your product, write clear product description, add a thumbnail, which is a template or a mock-up template for your digital product, and then you're ready to go. So these platforms handle delivery and payment, so it's basically passive from here. So once you have marketed your product and people click the link and they make a payment, the payment goes straight to you. You don't make the website, as I mentioned earlier. So it's basically passive from here once you have marketed your product using social media, which I will get onto as well. Step 4 is to drive the actual traffic with content, and there is no ads needed for this. So this is where most people mess up. You don't need ads, you just need attention. You don't need ads to market audience to your digital product. If anything, with digital products, if you're going to use ads, it's really hard to actually make money, because most times you will sort of be breaking even with the ad costs that you're spending on marketing the ad. That's why organic is the best way, because you are creating content for free, posting it on free platforms like TikTok and Instagram or Pinterest, and then getting attention from them, finding people who will click your content and drive sales this way. So the best way to do this is by creating simple short form content. In the content, you need to talk about the problem that your product solves. Show a transformation, which is basically how you got from point A to point B. If you haven't done this yourself, you can create AI videos to do this for you with AI voiceovers instead, if you haven't done it yourself. But if you have photos of yourself or proof of yourself from going from a point A to point B, this is a lot easier. Then just share quick tips, then link your product. So if we go back to the example from earlier about losing weight, what you would do is create videos which provide quick tips about losing weight. And if you don't know or run out of ideas for the script for these videos, you can literally go into ChatGPT for your specific product, ask it to create scripts for you, and you can just use that. Simply record yourself reading out the advice that's given from ChatGPT in conjunction with your own advice, or you could use images in the background and then get an AI voiceover to read out the script. So for example, I made a 15-second TikTok. So this was from one of my digital products from a while back. I made a 15-second TikTok about how I use Notion to plan my week, and I got over 10k sales, and sales came in overnight. So Notion is a productivity tool that people use in terms of planning. So what I did was I created a Notion template and I made a TikTok on how I used Notion to plan my week. And this one got over 10k views and sales came in overnight. So be consistent, post 3 to 5 times a day if you can. Now you won't always have to post 3 to 5 times the entire time. This is when you have just made your page and you're trying to drive traffic towards your page in the beginning stages so you can actually build an audience. But in the long term, you won't have to post 3 to 5 TikToks or Instagram Reels every single day. So these 4 steps are pretty much the entire sales funnel. So these 4 steps are a really good overview of the funnel of exactly how things work. You make your digital product, you use Gumroad or Standstore or a platform, let's say WAP. Then you drive organic content by giving tips about your digital product. You do not spend too long creating your digital product either. Then once you've got the link to your digital product from the website, you put it into your bio and drive traffic through organic content so people click it and then they can solve their problem immediately. Low ticket digital products are the easiest way to start making money without having to overcomplicate it. You should start small, launch it fast, as quickly as you can, improve as you go. So with digital products, your first digital product will not be perfect, and I guarantee you this, but that's completely fine, because with digital products, you should focus on actually creating the product and launching it and marketing it and getting eyes onto your product as soon as possible. Do not worry about creating the most perfect digital product, because as I said before, it doesn't have to be 200 pages. As long as you choose a problem, solve the problem, get to making it in a couple hours, and then it's ready to launch and be marketed, so you can actually skip to the making sales part of the whole process. So if you guys want me to break this down even more or show you how to build your first product from scratch, how to market it, all the important strategies about marketing it, building out people's emails so that when you have a new digital product, you can get sales without even having to create content and market it with email marketing, then check the link in the description where I have made a guide for you guys which compiles this entire thing and holds your hand throughout the entire process, so you can skip any of the mistakes I made which delayed my process of actually getting to making sales. So if you want that will be in the top link in the description below. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and let me know if you have any questions in the comments.